We will keep fighting regardless of what happens in the court, because we all have a collective responsibility.
Promises from Governor Greg Abbott to continue efforts at the border even without Senate Bill 4 in place.
The Texas government has been locked in a tense standoff with the Biden administration for several months, each side fiercely defending its stance on immigration policy. At the heart of the conflict lies Texas's commitment to protect its borders and curb illegal immigration, a stance championed by Governor Greg Abbott. The Lone Star State has long been a hotspot for illegal border crossings, and Abbott has made it clear that securing the border and safeguarding Texans from the dangers associated with illegal immigration are top priorities. However, the Biden administration has pursued a markedly different approach, implementing policies that many in Texas perceive as exacerbating the problem rather than solving it. This clash of ideologies has led to a deadlock between the state and federal government, with neither side willing to back down. The stakes are high, and the tension palpable as Texas seeks to assert its sovereignty and autonomy in matters of border security. Despite facing formidable opposition from the federal government, Texas remains steadfast in its determination to protect its borders and uphold its laws. Governor Abbott has been vocal in his criticism of the Biden administration's immigration policies, arguing that they undermine Texas's ability to effectively combat illegal immigration and protect its citizens. The standoff has escalated, with both sides digging in their heels and refusing to compromise on their respective positions. But amidst the deadlock, there are signs of progress. A new bill has emerged that promises to shift the balance of power in Texas's favor. Named the Lake and Riley Act, the bill aims to crack down on undocumented immigrants accused of theft or burglary, empowering federal immigration authorities to take decisive action against individuals engaged in criminal activities. The bill is named in memory of Lake and Riley, a young nursing student tragically murdered by an undocumented immigrant. Senators and representatives swiftly pushed for legislation to address such incidents and strengthen immigration enforcement measures. Senators Katie Britt and Ted Budd have spearheaded the legislation, leaving no stone unturned in their efforts to push it through the Senate. The Lake and Riley Act represents a glimmer of hope for Texas, a beacon of progress in an otherwise stagnant landscape of political gridlock. Its passage would signify a major victory for Governor Abbott and proponents of stringent immigration enforcement measures. However, the road ahead is fraught with challenges, as the bill faces fierce opposition from critics who decry it as draconian and discriminatory. As the Texas Biden administration standoff rages on, the fate of the Lake and Riley Act hangs in the balance. Will Texas emerge victorious in its quest to assert its sovereignty and protect its borders, or will the Biden administration succeed in thwarting its efforts? Only time will tell as the political drama unfolds on the national stage. The bill is named in memory of Lake and Riley, a young nursing student tragically murdered by an undocumented immigrant. Senators and representatives swiftly pushed for legislation to address such incidents and strengthen immigration enforcement measures. The Lake and Riley Act passes the House of Representatives with solid bipartisan support, marking a significant milestone in immigration enforcement efforts. Despite bipartisan support, the voting on the bill reveals a clear split among party lines, sparking political drama and heated debates. Representative Jerry Nadler criticizes the bill, accusing Republicans of demonizing immigrants for political gain, highlighting the deep-seated differences in immigration policy. Legal disputes and opposition arise against SB 4, signaling continued challenges and debates over immigration policy and states' rights. Despite opposition and legal challenges, Texas's efforts to challenge federal immigration policies suggest a victory for the state and its supporters. Reflect on the implications of Texas's legislative actions and the ongoing debates surrounding immigration policy in the U.S. Despite bipartisan support, the voting on the bill reveals a clear split among party lines, sparking political drama and heated debates. Representative Jerry Nadler criticizes the bill, accusing Republicans of demonizing immigrants for political gain, highlighting the deep-seated differences in immigration policy. There's a noticeable divide as every single Republican supports the bill, while all 170 no votes come from the Democratic side. However, 37 Democrats cross over and join forces with Republicans on this issue, a significant bipartisan move. The House Judiciary GOP criticizes Democrats for seemingly neglecting public safety concerns, calling out Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer for his stance on the bill. Social media platforms buzz with discussions, reflecting the intense political polarization surrounding the Lake and Riley Act. Democrats and Republicans clash during the debate, illustrating the entrenched differences in perspectives on immigration policy. The debate showcases the complexity and divisiveness of immigration issues within the political landscape. Representative Jerry Nadler criticizes the bill, accusing Republicans of demonizing immigrants for political gain. He highlights the deep-seated differences in immigration policy. Nadler argues that the approach lacks seriousness and fails to address real border issues. The proposed bill mandates ICE to issue detainers for illegal aliens accused of theft or burglary. It also empowers states to take legal action against the federal government for immigration-related actions. However, Nadler suggests that Republicans exploit tragic incidents like Lake and Riley's death for political advantage. The debate intensifies as both sides stand firm on their positions regarding immigration policy. Despite bipartisan support, the bill faces opposition from Democratic legislators and advocacy groups. The legal challenges and debates over immigration policy continue, indicating ongoing tensions between federal and state governments. Ultimately, the outcome of the debate remains uncertain as political differences persist. The Lake and Riley Act empowers states to take legal action against the federal government for immigration-related actions causing harm. It provides a mechanism for states to seek injunctive relief in cases where immigration actions have detrimental effects. This provision aims to ensure federal accountability and address shortcomings in border security. Through legal recourse, states can compel the federal government to address specific issues concerning immigration. The act grants states the authority to file lawsuits against the federal government, emphasizing the need for uniformity in enforcing immigration laws. It represents a significant shift in power dynamics between states and the federal government in immigration enforcement. By giving states legal tools, it aims to safeguard communities from the adverse effects of lenient immigration policies. The act underscores the importance of upholding law and order at both the federal and state levels. Its passage signifies a push for greater state autonomy in addressing immigration challenges. Overall, the Lake and Riley Act marks a pivotal moment in the ongoing debate over immigration policy and states' rights. Texas responds to the ongoing struggle with federal immigration policies by considering legislation like SB 4, aimed at bolstering immigration enforcement measures. Despite facing legal challenges and opposition, Texas is committed to taking proactive steps to address illegal immigration within its borders. Legal disputes and opposition arise against SB 4, signaling continued challenges and debates over immigration policy and states' rights. The Mexican government and various advocacy groups, including the ACLU, contest the law, arguing it infringes on federally mandated rights and due process. White House spokesperson Angelo Fernandez expresses concern over SB 4, stating it could diminish community safety in Texas. The Justice Department opts not to comment on the matter, leaving the legal battles unresolved. Texas's efforts to challenge President Biden on immigration highlight ongoing tensions between state and federal authorities. Governor Abbott's directives to repel migrants and transport them to Democratic cities further intensify the political divide. SB 4 faces significant opposition from Democratic legislators and civil rights organizations, complicating its implementation. Legal challenges initiated in the U.S. District Court for the Western District of Texas underscore the complexity of immigration enforcement at the state level. Despite opposition, Texas continues to push forward with its legislative agenda, signaling a determination to assert its authority on immigration matters. The legal battles surrounding SB 4 exemplify the broader struggle over immigration policy and states' rights in the United States. Texas's legislative efforts to enhance immigration enforcement measures, particularly with bills like SB 4, signal a significant shift in the state's approach to border security. Despite facing legal challenges and opposition from various quarters, including Democratic legislators, advocacy groups, and even the Mexican government, Texas has remained steadfast in its commitment to curbing illegal immigration. The passage of SB 4 represents a notable victory for Texas, as it grants law enforcement authorities greater powers to halt, apprehend, and detain migrants based on state-level charges related to illegal entry. By aligning with existing federal laws prohibiting illegal entry, Texas aims to fill perceived gaps in border security and ensure that those who cross into the state unlawfully face consequences. However, the legal challenges and opposition highlight the contentious nature of immigration policy in the United States. Critics argue that Texas's measures may infringe upon federally mandated rights and due process, while others express concerns about the potential impact on community safety and relations with neighboring countries. Nevertheless, Texas's resolve in challenging federal immigration policies underscores the state's autonomy and determination to protect its residents. The ongoing debates and legal battles surrounding SB 4 reflect broader divisions within the country over immigration policy and the balance between state and federal authority. In conclusion, Texas's legislative triumphs in the realm of immigration enforcement reflect a complex interplay of political, legal, and social factors. While these measures may represent a victory for proponents of stricter border control, they also provoke debate and scrutiny over issues of justice, rights, and the role of states in shaping immigration policy. Until next time, thanks for watching.